Just gonna completely ignore this, pretend it's not here. And sometimes I forget about the videos and they completely die on my phone, so if nothing ever posts, don't feel any sort of way about it. Alright, so I want you to start by just talk to me about your hair, open-ended. What do you love? What are you challenged with? What are you comfortable with today? And then I'll ask you more questions as we go along.
So I only usually get haircuts twice a year, usually November and March, and then, or like ish, and then yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. This is how it usually is. I air dry, I don't diffuse.
Okay, that's helpful to know too.
Yeah, I don't have time to diffuse. And my last hairdresser, she moved. She used to try to diffuse it, and as soon as she would hit my hair with the diffuser, it would start to frizz, and she was like, nope, you're not gonna like this. I'm not going to do this. So she's never actually, no one's ever actually diffused my hair.
Okay.
So
I'm excited. Can I diffuse it today?
Sure.
Okay. So
I'm well prepared to like go home and shower if I have to.
Okay.
So you're good.
Okay. Well, the nice thing is, and part of why I have you come in style too, is because we can. I can see how it's styled, how it's sitting. You're definitely like a little bit calmer, mellow. We're not doing like, I'm like the bigger the better. Like, how can we make it bigger? You are not that.
No. I mean, I don't. So like, I love the different personalities of my hair through the day. You know, like this is like, okay, like it's starting to get a little crazy because I've been in the car, in my jacket or whatever. And then towards the end of the day, the gel has finally all like broken up. Right. And like it's starting to get bigger. And I'm not opposed to that, but I definitely like right before bed, I'll like look at my hair and I'm like, I don't know if I could like go all day with that. You know? Like I don't know if I love it enough.
For it to be like, you know, like bigger.
Yeah, that bigger.
So do you prefer like day to day like a casted look?
Yeah, I never break the cast because I just let it break on its own.
Perfect.
Do what it wants.
You usually get more days out of it. Although it sounds like, do you restyle every day?
So I spray my hair completely wet every day and put products back in it every day. So I wash every other day. So whenever I shower, I wash.
Okay.
And then I co-wash all of the days.
Okay.
And I shampoo. I've actually started shampooing once a week now.
Okay, perfect.
Because I think my hormones have changed my hair.
Yeah, sometimes
in the last year or so.
Sometimes we need those bubbles, whether
so
we
it
like
used
it or
to,
not.
Right, so it used to just be, and I really just started wearing my hair straight or curly, like probably within 5 years.
Okay.
The last 5 years, because my husband and I have been married for, maybe closer to 10.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, yeah, I probably in the last 5, I started co-washing.
Okay.
And now I've noticed within the last year, I'm like, I really have to like, it used to be like shampooing once a month. Now
so
it's
with the
almost
co-wash, I mean, traditionally we like a co-wash because we're not stripping the hair.
Right.
So did you feel like it, like you weren't clean enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It started to get really heavy, and then I was like, did they change the like formula? Because I know sometimes they do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I had an old bottle and a new bottle, and I looked, and I was like, it looks
kinda
the same to me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe it's just my hair and my age, and
things change. Our hair changes. Our hormone profile changes. Our water changes. There's so many factors. So I feel like having that flexibility and routine sometimes is that's. I think if we learned anything having curly hair, sometimes you just gotta like roll with it. You're like, the thing that worked yesterday isn't working.
And it used to be too. It used to be like my wash days were like bad curly days, and then like the refresh days were like better curly, and now it's the opposite. And I'm like,
interesting.
Yeah,
I feel the same way.
I'm like,
always
whatever.
a little like fuzzier. On like the refresh days, but I feel like this. Much better.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But then again, she's got moods. Got an idea of kind of like what we're doing as far as the finish goes. So I want to talk about kind of like what you're looking for out of today, or what you're looking for out of this haircut. Are you looking for change? Are you looking for maintenance? Are you looking for my opinion? Are you most comfortable telling me what you want me to do? I know that's a lot of questions, but
so mostly just maintenance.
Okay.
I always tell when I know that I need to cut. You might be able to see it. There's one piece that's like super, like it's like super long and super straight. Yeah. And like whenever that kind of peeks out above everything else, I'm like, oh, it's time to cut my hair.
Okay.
Because it just needs to be like evened, freshened. You know,
there's the little piece. Yeah, it very much tells you.
Yeah.
So if you're cutting twice a year, on average we grow about 6 inches a year with in curly world is a different number, but
I was like, I don't. It's probably like an inch here.
Yeah. So what you're growing, at least from here, you're growing about 3 inches in between haircuts. Now, 3 inches is about that much. In here, that's literally that. If I only do 3 inches, I'm only cutting that one tail.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to turn you around so that you can see the back of your head. And we're going to kind of decide together what we're doing. This. So I want to start by saying I'm not going to do anything you're not comfortable with. I might tell you some things that are uncomfortable, but I'm not going to just do it anyway. Okay, so that's my pinky promise to you. So if we just do like even that 3 inches, that's literally like that's your tail. Right there. That's not doing, you can do that yourself. That's not doing anything. So what I am going to do is I'm going to make it a little fluffy because I want to, especially under here, where your jacket was hitting, I want to kind of soften that up a little bit so we can see a little bit more of your density. There we go, that's better. Because everything was just like party. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you something scary. We're not going to do this today. You already told me we're not doing this today. I think you already know what I'm about to say. So where your density gets the thinnest is from here down.
Yeah.
So if you were like Justine, how do I get my hair looking the most fabulous, the fullest, everything? I would say, I want to cut this off of your hair. That's scary. We're not doing that today. But, so that's why I said this is sensitive to, like, as someone who's very attached to their length, this is why I like to talk the hell out of this, because this is sensitive and this is, whatever my opinions are about it, this is what makes you feel pretty. So I want you to tell me kind of what we're doing today as far as, like, you grow into a V. Do you like it cut into that shape?
No,
that's just how she likes to fall.
Just how she falls.
Yeah, our hairline's U-shaped, so that's just naturally what happens.
So again, I don't know what my previous girl. She just knew my hair, so she just I'd come in and be like, take the glasses off and sit down.
Right, we'll get there. But this is our first visit, so we gotta top the heck out of it.
It's tough because when you went to someone for so long, you're like, wait, what did they do to my hair?
Yeah.
I don't know. So definitely not.
We're not doing this.
No, no. Like, I'm okay, even high. Like, I'm okay, like chair. Yeah.
Okay. I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that feels comfortable to you. So like, basically, we're gonna take this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I never want anyone to walk away with like a trauma haircut because then you're just never gonna cut it again.
That happened right after I gave birth. My hair was so long and so beautiful. It was like long, and I absolutely loved it. And I went in for a haircut, and my hairdresser was on maternity leave, so I went to someone else, and I literally cried the entire way home because it felt so short to me. And then I've never had that length back since, and I'm just.
Well, especially post-pregnancy.
I know.
Because you got all the pregnancy hormones, and then once that regulates, you end up with baby bangs. And yeah, it's traumatic. As someone who's had trauma haircuts myself and like wore clip-in extensions for 6 months because I was mortified, that's why I'm like, we're just gonna talk it through. I might have a certain opinion, but at the end, I have people that are like, please cut my hair this way.
Right.
And I don't want to do that. Like, my instinct is like, I would never, for example, take a razor to curly hair and be like, that's how I like my haircut. You're living with it on a daily basis, not me. So whether I have another opinion, if that's what you like, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. Now, layers wise, because you're not looking to build a lot of volume and a lot of shape, that's where I think we're like, just like the integrity trim comes in. So that helps so I can kind of see what's happening. I like this stuff around your face where naturally we're a little bit more sparse. Same thing. I'm just gonna kind of like walk it up and see like, all right, like these little couple hairs aren't doing much for you. Right. That's where just like the health trim comes in. But I'm not gonna give you a bang. Did you want a bang?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. Yeah. Everybody, we have a shorter growth cycle around our hairline. So like we all have these little baby hairs and they just don't like to grow as long as everyone else. They shed away before they get to that length. So I would just kind of come through and nip their little ends and keep them happy. Okay.
I haven't found a clarifying shampoo that I like.
Okay. Clarifying shampoos usually don't feel that nice.
No.
They're just meant to like get buildup out of the hair. So especially if frizz is a challenge or concern sometimes, or if you were feeling challenged with feeling clean, I'll never pick on anyone for the products that they're using. If you love it, use it. But we know some of those products leave some stuff behind, especially something like an LA Looks. So we just gotta get squeaky clean sometimes.
Yeah.
It's meant to strip your hair. Best used in conjunction with hair mask.
Right.
So you're kind of getting to like a squeaky clean, but also your hair is in such a good spot to receive that hair mask. If you have a coating on your hair, whether it's a natural coating or a product coating, your products aren't getting in. So they're just sitting on top and it's just weighing you down and it feels yucky.
Right.
So I'm gonna clarify you today. So you'll be nice and squeaky clean. And we're gonna pack moisture in there today. All of that's gonna help with definition and help to kind of keep her a little calmer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting. I'm gonna cut just below the chair because I want to give us some space for shrink up.
So you want to hear a really funny story?
I sure do.
So before I booked my appointment, you had posted like a walkthrough of your space, right? And you got to the bathroom and I watched it like 3 times and I, for some reason, got it stuck in my head that it was reusable toilet paper. And I was like, that's a bold choice for a
And you
salon.
still booked an appointment.
Well, my husband died laughing. He was like crying, laughing so hard at the fact that you were using reusable toilet paper. And I was like, I'll book it and maybe I'll just bring my own toilet. And then the other day, I was like scrolling and I saw the video again and I like watched it and I was like, it clearly says paper towels.
Isn't it funny how our brains like fill in blanks?
Yeah.
Like maybe you were like grocery list, toilet paper, and like your brain just
But I'm like,
went there.
I get it, but I was like, that's a bold choice for a...
That would be bold. That's a no for me. No, I had gone to this hotel in Boston, and sometimes when I do weddings, I get to go to some swanky places. And they had just like little hand towels for drying your hands in a laundry basket. And I was like, I love this.
Yeah.
Just like less paper towel, less trash. It
Yeah.
just seemed like a way to have less trash in general, but also obviously less paper.
Right.
So, to get extra water out, we're just gonna give it a squeeze. We're not gonna over scrunch it. Just a light squeeze. I'm gonna start your diffuse. I'm gonna almost threw that on the floor. I'm gonna start your diffuse upright. A lot of hovering because I want this to cast really well for you. And then I'll tip you back so I can get like underneath a little bit more. But I'm gonna do mostly hover diffusing because the goal isn't, again, we're not trying to build anything. You're curling up just fine. You'd be a good candidate to just go under like a hood dryer too. There you go. You get one of those for at home. Just sit warm and cozy.
Perfect. Beautiful.
Sometimes over researching something.
We're playing until like 3 o'clock. I don't know, the water was...
Not too overstimulated. You can touch it all you want.
It's not bad. It didn't frizz.
Perfect, that's good. No trauma today?
No trouble.
All right.
Nice.
Ready.
I like it.
Yay, I'm glad.
It's a nice cast too.